Okay, here we are back again with more Dragon Age Inquisition. And as you can see, I have respect a little bit to account for my new specialization. I've only actually taken one of the active skills in my specialization tree so far, which is Spirit Blade. But I took a bunch of passives as well, basically to make myself a much better close quarters combat specialist. So basically a lot of stuff to help my barriers be a lot better. So I took combat clarity, which helps with my mana regen. And I also took Fade Shield, which improves the barrier, and Night Protector also improves barrier, and I took some stuff in the Spirit Tree that also improved my barrier a little bit, and mana regen and stuff like that, so, I should be pretty well suited to more close quarters fighting, so yeah, that should be fun.
Giselle said the Maker is acting through us, but he doesn't do anything directly. I suppose. So the less he does, the more he's real. But old gods, archdemons, the more they do, the less they're gods.
Right. That's the story I got when I was little.
Maybe the Elder One got different stories.
I mean, the Elder One did not worship the Maker, so yeah, probably he was a priest of Dumont. Let's, So yeah, of course, in the last episode, we, did some kissy-wissy with Cullen, which was fun. But now in this episode, I think it's time probably to get back to work. What have I got here? Improving morale. Commander, everyone's grateful for the new cook. A good meal after a long day certainly lifts the spirits. Talk around the dinner table has become more lively. Supplies in the approach are limited, but I swear that man can cook anything from nothing. One night, he managed to produce fish and egg pie. I haven't had one of those since Starkhaven. Sometimes the smallest things remind you what you're fighting to protect. Night, Captain Rylan. Alright, so they liked that. That's good. Rescue the spy. Miller is free and little worse for wear. Best of all, by escaping on her own, Miller preserved the secret of her connection to the Inquisition. Her adventure has given her quite the motivation to prove herself. If she learns from it, I feel her future work will be exceptional. Alright, cool. And oh yes, investigate Hunter Fell. A letter to Josephine with information on the Dragon Hunter. Although dragons were rare until quite recently, she had slain 4. Those who have seen her fight say that seldom does one see anyone so tall as she move so quickly, for she stands head and shoulders above both the elven member of the Bells and the smuggler, yet moves with a grace neither can match. So our Dragon Hunter honestly to me sounds like the Talvashoth, assuming the Talvashoth is actually one of the gray ones, which usually they are when they're Talvashoth. So the Talvashoth is possibly the Dragon Hunter. The Talvashoth is certainly not the smuggler. And the elf is also probably not the smuggler. So I think that's what we've learned. So let's accept this report. And then I might as well take the continue investigation lead. An excerpt from a Ben Hasrath information report. We still have neither race nor background information on the Venatori agent in Hunter Fell. The Bells are effectively nobility in the city. Any information about them is protected. We've confirmed that the Talvashoth, whatever else she may be, is not a mage. That's true. So she's definitely not the apostate. Whether she is or was one of Duke Tithus' lovers, she now appears to be in a relationship with the smuggler. Yeah, and we know that. She's also not a smuggler. Josephine says, Talvashoth cannot hide her reputation easily, no matter how protective she is. Let my ladies ask about her. I'm already relatively certain that Talvashoth is the Dragon Hunter, so I'm probably not going to do that. An Orlesian woman in Hunter Fell might have a fondness for items from home. Perhaps I can find out what she wears. Cullen says, let me try to find out more about the Mortalitazi. Let's let Liliana see if we can find anything on the Orlesian. Secure source of water for the outpost. The Griffin Wing outpost has some access to water, but not enough to sustain the number of people there for a significant amount of time. The situation is not desperate, but if we are to maintain a presence in the western approach, the outpost will require access to fresh water. We should locate a reliable source as soon as possible. Josephine says the outpost will not last without water. A few scouts could search for a water source. Liliana says the outpost must have access to fresh water. Yes, a few scouts should search the western approach for a reliable water source. I guess it doesn't matter. So let's just take Cullen because he's going to have the shortest amount of time to do it. Red Jenny attends a party. Surely the Inquisitor cannot be a part of such things. It seems a base prank to intentionally disrupt such an affair. A memo from Josephine, written on a letter from Sarah. This guy is a special prick. Swats his people around, thinks his sovereigns pay for it. Embarrass him at his own party and you please a dozen people. People with keys and little else. Sarah. A date and time are scribbled below, also an Orlesian mask with other masks for eyes. Josephine says, it is trivial to ensure we are represented, but should we encourage such base behavior? Liliana says, lights out. Not murder, just let them stumble in darkness. Cullen says, a small training exercise outside will disrupt the event. Actually, I kind of like letting Liliana do this one, as I recall, so I'm going to let her do that, so we'll keep it there for the moment. Trust. Inquisitor. 1 month ago, members of the Venatori stole sensitive Chantry documents. Knight Enchanter Cosette led a small team of mages and mercenaries in pursuit. They successfully infiltrated the Venatori to retrieve the documents and gather further information on the enemy. A second team was to create a distraction, allowing Cosette's unit to escape. I've received an encrypted message from Cosette. The distraction never came. Cosette believes the Venatori killed the second team. Her cover remains intact, but she fears it won't last. She's reaching out to the Inquisition for assistance. While the Chantry's interests must remain hidden, she will trade her knowledge of the Venatori for safe passage. Knight Enchanter Cosette and her associates are former comrades of mine. We can trust her word, and I trust you will respect the secrecy of her mission. I've marked their location on the map. Commander Helene. Josephine says we should inform the Chantry that we plan to intercede and send aid. Liliana says we are doing the Chantry a favor. Look at those documents, seems fair payment. Cullen says Venatori disengaged with our soldiers in that region. I had wondered why. We must send aid immediately. Yeah, I'll probably let Cullen take care of that. I gotta find something for Josephine. Locate the missing Seekers. The attack on Haven showed that Corypheus corrupted and controlled the Templar Order. This should have been impossible under the watch of her fellow Seekers, but they, and particularly Lord Seeker Lucius, are nowhere to be found. Have they vanished, or, as Cassandra believes, was something done to them? With effort, the truth may come to light. Josephine says, someone must have seen these Seekers or given them safe harbor. Entice them with a reward and leads will follow. Liliana says the Seekers have many hideaways. According to Cassandra, these would be the first places agents should search. That definitely sounds like something that Liliana should do. Yeah, I think that's something I want Cullen to do. You know what? I'm just gonna have Josephine gather coin. I don't think I have anything else I want to do with her. There's a couple more up there at the top that maybe she could do, but I'm sick of daddling about at the war table for the moment, so we'll just let her get some money for us this time. That's fine. We'll definitely get everything done eventually. Okay. I think I do want to go back to the Western Approach today. Let's go here. And this time, I would like to bring Dorian, Cassandra, and Cole, maybe. We'll try this.
Inquisitor, if you have a moment.
Nope, I sure don't. So yeah, that's the fun thing about the Spirit Blade, is that it does spirit damage, and not a lot of stuff does spirit damage without equipping a spirit rune, and almost everything is vulnerable to it, so... Alright, so that's done.
Inquisitor.
Yeah. Always happy to help, my friend. Oh, I finally hit level 12. Good.
Sarah. Sarah.
Alright, that was a tricky one, but I managed it. Here's something. Stern note of warning. Clem, don't drink at the mine again or you're fired. Doran. Oh dear. I want to head in this general direction because there is a place over here that I would like to check out that I haven't yet. Alright. What is this? Barely readable unsent letter. Service. Can you bring the Grey Wardens back? My men are seeing Darkspawn at night. Darkspawn? It's not a blight starting, is it? You'll protect us, right? Druvend. Somebody's a little anxious, it seems, about these Darkspawn. But we'll probably take care of the Darkspawn threat before too long here. Also probably take care of the Venatori threat before too long, so none of that's gonna make any difference, but, you know. So anyway, this is what I'd like to check out. Also, I should probably actually, like, level up now. Myself chain lightning again. Hi guys. Alright. Good stuff, good stuff. There's a mosaic piece. That's always nice. A lot more death root over here, which I don't mind. And now we've got a barrier to push through.
So the Venatori want to keep us out. Shall we disappoint them?
Oh gosh, yes. I think that sounds like a great idea, Dorian. All right. Let's see. Written note. Morven. Alexius has failed. The work here thus becomes all the more vital. Secure the site at all costs. The Elder One will not tolerate another mistake on our part. Alright, let's head in. Oh, something else. A preserved note. A preserved letter found on the body of a messenger. Belorin, you were right to doubt. Hiladius will not be swayed. If this letter was sent, then it is sealed. Send to aid. Sarpedon. Okay. This, as I recall, is a fun little place to run around in. It's a kind of a mini dungeon. There's a number of these scattered throughout the game. Enhanced Shadow Strike ring, huh? Okay. Okay. Let's collect all the loot. All the loot possible. So yeah, this place is fun. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff frozen here. A lot of Venatori and a lot of demons just sort of stuck. Venatori orders. A short letter accompanied by a map of the western approach. Several areas have been circled. Lucanus. The references are obscure, but they point to a single power, sealed at the height of the Old Empire. Tevinter's involvement in the region predates the First Blight. Detailed accounts of the location are non-existent, but there are some promising leads. You will be provided with men and supplies. Do not return empty-handed. Okay. And so, yeah, we've clearly got some fun stuff going on here. Yeah, the building looks like it was in the process of crashing down at some point. Let's look at this.
Everything's frozen. I don't think this was the Venatori.
No. I'd say some ancient Tevinter decided to alter time. I'm surprised it didn't go better.
Right? Like, big shocker there. Might as well grab all this stuff while I'm here, right? Okay. I see a door over here. Cole, my friend. Do you mind? Hall of Silence. Okay. Winter banner and a couple of runes. I do like runes. I must be looking at something that's outside this room. Looks like this is also an old Grey Warden type place. I'm just gonna double check here. Okay, there's no way in there. Alright, Cole, I need your help again. Mosaic piece. I like that. Responsible blood magic. Let me correct you, apprentice. While it is true that blood magic is woven through the history of Tevinter, there are good reasons, quite aside from the chantry sermons, that such arts are now frowned upon. Consider the ancient magisters who once attempted to map the fate itself. A worthy goal, perhaps, but a costly one. When their spells exhausted their lyrium supply, the magisters spilled the blood of countless slaves. To what end? The shifting nature of the Fade made the effort futile, and so much death left the magisters open to possession by demons. Wasteful. Some still idolize Tirena of the Rock, who used blood magic against the Kunari during the Steel Age. They say she cut her flesh on the shore of Marna's Pell as the dreadnought sailed in, turned her spells against their crews, and boiled the very blood in their veins. A terrifying display, to be sure, but against Kunari, it only made them more determined when they besieged the ports of Kerastes. And what of Magister Calanthus, that fool who believed he could make himself the Ascended Man with blood magic? 33 slaves died in that rite, and Calanthus became an abomination so horrific that his apprentices tore out their eyes at the sight of him. You quote the example of the lovers Crescens and Seraphinian. Yes, Seraphinian offered his own blood to cure Crescens of her wasting disease, and Crescens lived a long life, but if the noblest use of blood magic still calls for the death of a good man, is that not enough reason to reconsider? Letter from Magister Esthia to her apprentice, 771 Storm. That sounds like a reasonable person to me. More people should probably listen to that person. Anything else? Okay, no. Alright, let's investigate further. We have to go deeper, as the saying goes. It's not actually saying. Nobody says that. Ah. Loot.
The texts describe a chamber. This must be it.
Okay. Hi guys, sorry to interrupt, but you know, Lucanus. Alright. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure to be killing you today. Was good. Okay. Oh,
He was carrying this stone for a reason.
The markings on it. I've heard of keystones that bear the same.
Keep searching. There may be more.
okay. Did I just get a master cleansing rune recipe? Because that would be nice. Let's go up here. Let's see. I'm really interested now. I got a master cleansing rune recipe. Huh. Well, that's nice. That's really all I wanted to check. How do I get up there? Here we go. Here's another one.
Cole, the wooden duck I found on my bed. Was that you?
No, I'm not a wooden duck. I mean, did you put it there? Yes. I couldn't find one with little wheels, though. I'm sorry.
Oh, Cole's trying to help people. Research notes. Scrawled notes accompany several complex diagrams. Theoretically, it should be possible to draw energy from the Fade itself. While I will not discount the obvious dangers, such risks can be circumvented through use of a proper channel. Once the channel is stable, we should be able to manipulate the energy to our will. The power gained would be beyond measure. At this time, theory will take us no further. If my hypothesis proves true, it will be an achievement unrivaled by any in history that will all but ensure the immortality of the Imperium. Yeah, that didn't work out for you too well. So clearly I've got another rune somewhere around here. I don't even know what it was that I just grabbed there. But I'll sure take this off your hands. Research notes. A few hastily written notes are scrawled below increasingly perplexing diagrams. Blood to start, then from the channel itself. The slave trader had 6 strong enough for the task. Preparations are in place. Sarpedon will call one final meeting. I must speak to the others in advance. Okay. Something else. Research notes. A series of disturbing diagrams is followed by a personal note. Sarpedon would cast doubt on our work here. I expected no less. He is Bellarin's man. If he thinks to deter me, he will not succeed. Who accomplish anything through such fretting and hesitance? Let him be placated by his pointless precautions. If he wishes to question the validity of my theories, perhaps he should look more closely at his own. Okay. Clearly there was some kind of rivalry going on here. I don't know where the rune is. Or I don't remember. So I guess we're just gonna hop around until I find it. Because, yeah, I don't remember. Here's the final keystone, I suppose. But yeah, I honest to God don't... It's probably in the final chamber. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and go back into there. And we'll finish this up. And I can hunt around for the rune once I've cleared the area. So, I think that's probably the best plan.
A staff? Is this what they were after?
I'd be careful with that if I were you. Just a thought.
I'm always careful. What are you talking about, Dorian? Do you not trust me? Man, I feel like Dorian maybe doesn't trust me. Yeah, here's the rune. It's right in here. Spirit rune. All right, awesome. I'm so happy you finally got the spirit rune schematic. That's great because spirit runes are my favorite. All right, journal on certain experiments. The journal lies open on its final entry. Haladius ignores all results that do not support his own hypotheses, brushing them off as anomalies and expected deviations. He posits that there will be an acceleration in the channel's creation, and will no doubt test the theory without guaranteeing a secure channel can even be maintained. I have argued the inherent risks, the catastrophic tear in the veil that will result from such foolishness, but he has the others convinced. He grants only a sneering permission to conduct countermeasures monsters in the event of failure. If I am correct, the only course of action will be to redirect the resulting power into sealing the event itself. The odds of survival are less than ideal, but the surrounding lands will be preserved. So, yeah, whatever happened here has been frozen in time, and probably removing the staff will unfreeze time, and then I'll have to kill everything that's in here. So, let's get ready. Tempest, a very nice cold damage staff with a spirit rune on it as well. So it does cold damage and spirit damage. So it's a really nice staff, actually.
Careful! I think time's flowing again.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead, in fact, and equip this staff right away. It's a very good staff.
It's all free.
Indeed, it is all free. And now we get to enjoy... Alright, good. So yeah, now my staff is doing bonus spirit damage with every... which is excellent. Yeah, the Spirit Blade and stuff just kind of rips through things, which is amazing. Alright. Good. I think I'm gonna switch back to my fire staff, though, because as I believe I saw a despair demon in the main room, and so that's gonna, like, I would definitely rather have a fire staff if I'm going to be fighting a despair demon.
Hurry, before this gets worse.
This isn't worse.
Shush. Alright, where's the damn despair demon? Get over here. Alright. Gonna dispel the shit out of you. And just dispel that too, that's fine. Alright. good. So yeah, it's pretty cool if you build it right. You can basically be have a perma barrier.
Well, I'm rather sick of this place. You?
Someone would have freed the demons eventually. At least we were here to stop them.
Yeah, that's true. Somebody would have wandered around, would have wandered in here at some point, some way, somehow, and would have found a way to free the demons. This way, at least, we were able to contain the damage somewhat, and, I think I've cleared this, so I think we're probably good now. Let's head out. And I can finally make some spirit runes, so that's nice. Definitely gonna start sticking spirit runes on all of my staves from now on. Alright. Cool beans. So we cleared that, and we got a couple of rune schematics, and generally just did good work and made the world a safer place, which is really all you can ask for when you think about it. So I think I'm gonna leave it here for now. Oh. Manifest. Second shipment of artifacts for Griffinwing Keep. 3 staves, properties unknown, 1 vessel for bloodletting, 6 damaged tomes of varying degrees of legibility, remains of Illyrium sensor. Delivered to the keep at once. Service will see the more functional items passed on to Calpurnia. Calpurnia is actually the person who is sort of Corypheus's lieutenant. If you side with if you do the Templar quest. So if you do the Mage quest, you end up having to deal with Samson. And if you do the Templar quest, you end up having to deal with Calpurnia. Who is a fascinating character, actually. Like, again, it's one of those things where I firmly believe that if at all possible, everyone should absolutely, do 2 playthroughs, one for each sort of path.
Make it take you.
You can't hurt me!
Alright, cool. Anyway, so I think I've been going long enough, so I'll leave it here. As always, if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Later.